Hello and welcome to Mr. Rocks, Chuck Norris story with your host, Mr. Rock. Hope everyone's doing wonderful out there in the wonderful world of YouTube. Big shout out to Rob himself, Minky Minx, Miss Kiwi Gaming, and the rest. Before we start, I just want to make sure that are live. Okay, so it looks like we're pretty much good. Okay, but yes, um, the original plan was to do the Tina Turner story. But my mom asked me very nicely, please do not do the story on Tina Turner. That's why I was gonna play Mad Max, because Mad Max follows with Tina Turner. But she asked me very nicely not to do it. Um, so yes, the Chuck Norris story. We go to the late '90s, early 2000s when this happened. So I just came home from doing a tour with my dad in a way, and then my mom literally has to go on the road. So my mom literally says to me, and she literally says, "Well, I got a freaking role on Walker Texas Ranger." I thought she was joking. I really did. I thought she was joking, and she's like, "No, why don't you come with me and literally see this for yourself?" Now, for granted, my mom's already been on the cover of freaking like magazines, TV shows, whatever, like she was already popping. So she literally tells me straight up, "Lo, why don't you come on?" So yeah. So this limo pulls up, had her agent, Emmanuel, um, and she gets in the limo. She literally says, "Come on, kid," you know. So we fly to. So we actually go to the airport. We fly to Hollywood. I'm in my Ultimate Warrior freaking outfit. I have the Ultimate Warrior sweater, Ultimate Warrior sweatpants, and all that stuff. So yeah. So we get on to the. So we go to CBS Studios and everything else. And yeah, she literally does the role. The role was that technically she gets shot through a window, and I did not know this. No one told me what was going to go down or nothing like this at first. So I'm literally thinking that technically, okay, my mom's maybe just literally playing whatever. No, my mom plays a hostage where she gets shot out of a window, and yeah, I remember literally seeing the scene very well, and I remember bawling my eyes out, crying, like tears just bawling because I did not know what was going on. No one told me what the scene was. So I remember literally crying and everything else, um, thinking that my mom just died, you know, not understanding TV magic at all. Like, yeah, you see it on TV and you know it's not real, but when it's right in front of you, you don't know, you know. So yeah. So I go run to the dressing room and everything else. Um, some chick, I can't remember her name, I think Bridget or something like that, came up to me and said, "Your mom's okay, your mom's okay." It's just a scene. I'm still crying and everything, and that's when literally the door handle opened, and out and here comes Chuck Norris. He literally gives me a hug and everything. He literally says, "Your mom's okay, kid. Your mom's okay. Family always comes first. Your mom's okay," and everything else. About literally 5 minutes later, my mom comes for the dressing room and she's like, "Okay, it's just an act. It's just an act, kid. It's just an act. I'm fine." You know. And I said, "Are you 1% fine?" She literally said, "Yeah, I'm 100% fine. It was just an act." And that was literally like the moment that I literally went to myself and said, "Why would you do this?" you know, take me to a scene where technically I'm gonna have to watch you get killed, pretty much. But yeah, that was the first time I actually ever thought I lost a parent. But at the end of the day, it turned out to be Hollywood, a whole entire act. But yeah, um, I remember very well after the scene was done. It literally took about I think about a few takes. I think it took about, I would like to say 30 takes, because technically, like for instance, a lot of people don't know about Hollywood is that you have to literally land in a perfect position. You have to get that scene perfectly. You know, so I think it took about literally 30 takes, if I remember correctly, of her literally falling out of a window. So but the first take was the hardest because I did not know. And when you literally see your mom literally getting shot out of a window, you don't know what the hell to do. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, that's where I met Chuck Norris after the scenes were done. Me and my mom, Chuck Norris, literally all went, and we all literally went to, I think, a burger joint in Hollywood. I think we went to a burger joint. He bought me a burger and fries and everything else, and it was kind of a neat story because technically, you know, everyone thinks of Chuck Norris as the badass, kicked ass freaking guy. Yeah, he is. Don't get me wrong. He can kick your ass, but he's also a nice guy. He's also a nice family oriented guy, and everything else. And I appreciate Chuck for literally giving me a hug and, telling me that it's going to be okay. Because at that moment in time, I literally thought I literally lost my mom. So, yeah. But yeah, that is the Chuck Norris story in a way. Um, uh, but yeah, as the Tina Turner story goes, yes, Tina Turner did babysit me, and she babysit me about 2, 3 times. Um, Rest in peace, Tina Turner. And she taught me the hairbrush freaking thing, where any hairbrush can be a microphone. So, um, with that being said, um, I want to thank everyone for coming to watch this video. Like, I don't really have a lot because there wasn't really that much to talk about in this. Like, yes, it was in CBS Studios, um, where I met Chuck Norris, but it was on the set of Walker, Texas Ranger. You know, and you're gonna say, well, did you meet any other stars? Of course I did. You know, but Chuck Norris was the one that actually gave me a hug, and that's the reason why. I literally brought him up because if it wasn't for Chuck Norris giving me a hug and calming me down, you know, things could have literally escalated a lot worse, you know. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming out, watching, and everything else. Um, Next week's videos is going to be literally superhero. So so this month is Superheroes Are Crazy Month. Um, so we're gonna do top 10 superheroes that Mr. Rock likes and top 10 villains that Mr. Rock likes. So stay tuned for those videos coming out. Those will be on probably next week and the next week after. Um, Batman Arkham Knight's coming out sometime this week. Then we got Spider-Man coming out, and then Spider-Man Miles Morales. And then in October, we got Spooky Fright Night, which mostly almost every day I'm going to try is going to be a horror video game. So, yes. Um, with that being said, take care, everyone. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.